All right. So today I'm making some reaction videos to quitting your job, and I'm doing. I think today, all day today, I'm doing reaction videos and commentary on different work culture things that I don't know, relating to quitting your job since I just quit my job. Yeah, so I'm gonna react to this Dr. Phil video and give some commentary.
This makes common sense.
Absolutely. Every bit of effort invested by an employee is an investment in something they're hoping to get from a job. Sometimes it's a paycheck, sometimes it's a promotion. If you're asking them to put in extra, there has to be a reason to do extra.
Well, where do you draw the line of what's extra and what's not?
We look at the job description. Quiet quitting is just doing the job you were hired to do within the schedule you've been given to do it.
How do you get ahead if you're a quiet quitter?
Well, you can get ahead as a quiet quitter. One of the logical fallacies we make is we assume that if you're not putting in extra hours all the time and going the extra mile, you're never going to get promoted. There's such a thing as becoming too valuable to promote. If you're producing too much value in the position you are in, the employer has no incentive to move you up. They're going to keep you right there where you're producing good profits for them. What they're going to do is they're going to give that promotion to an outside hire or the boss's kid.
Really? So you said you really resent stereotyping this younger generation, these quiet quitters, as all being lazy.
I do, and I don't think it's a generational thing. Whether you've been working your whole life for 30, 40 years in a company, or if you're brand new to the workforce, quiet quitting is really for everyone. It's about setting healthy boundaries and being attentive to what gives us a return in our life and what makes life worth living.
What do you think about this?
Okay, so I'm gonna pause right here and give my 2 cents. I pretty much agree with everything he said so far. Again, I'm not too familiar with this term quiet quitting. This is something new to me. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was quitting your job, just like leaving or no call, no show. Yeah, so it seems like it's just. Well, I've heard the term act your wage, or only doing what you're getting paid to do, which makes sense. It's if you hire me to I don't know, wash windows, and then you tell me, hey, I need you to mop the floor. I'm like, hey, that's not what you hired me for. You hired me to do this task, and now you want me to do something else. I'll do it, but it's gonna cost you, And time and time again, like I've worked at so many jobs, and it's always a thing in many jobs is that they always add more work to your position, and that there's no pay raise, there's no there could be a promise of a raise that never comes though. So I mean, I think people have realized that this is all I think we're no longer suckers to the game, especially since there's no more loyalty. We've seen time and time again company fire employees left and right, employees who've been there their whole lives. They'll sell the company, move it to overseas, and without notice, because at the end of the day, it's all about profit, making money. The employee, the company cares about making money. They don't care about anything else, and I understand. And I agree. I've been in that position as having my own company. At the end of the day, it's about making money. I'm not there to make jobs. I'm not here to make the world a better place. I'm here to make money. If I don't make money, I don't exist. And you make money the best way you can, like this guy was saying. If I can have the best employee for a low wage, that's ideal. That's why you see sometimes. So every time I apply, like on Indeed, it'll ask. They want you to have a master's degree and all this experience and this and that, and they want to pay you nothing. They want a 5-star employee with 1-star wages, and it's because I understand they want a deal, and so this guy is basically saying, well, I want a deal too. If you want me to do all that stuff, I'll do it, but you got to pay for it. Completely agree. All right, now let's see what else they say.
They're lazy.
Well, I mean, this guy he looks like a rich dude that never worked in his life.
They are. And again, this is a nice way to say you're lazy. Oh, quiet quitting. I think I saw the thing, slackers and so forth. This does not work for our country. And what worries me.
Does not work for our country. What are you talking about? First of all, even look, I'm gonna just tell you right now, he's full of BS. Any businessman does not give a damn about this country. They care about money at the end of the day. It's not about making the country better. It's not about, again, reading people, great skill. Reading him, he cares about getting a slave workforce. He wants suckers, and so he's gonna obviously portray this. Oh, you're just being lazy. You don't want to work. I'm here to pay you. I'm trying to pay you. You don't want to work. I pay good wages. Let's see what he says.
Is that America and the United States, we are becoming very lazy, very soft. This is not good for our country. I mean, there's like 9.8 billion people in the world. We're 330 million here. There's a lot of countries around the world that hate the United States. And if we're not producing, if we're not working hard, we're going to be, well, and actually by 2050, China says they're the world power. Now,
what does this have to do with wanting to get paid to do a job?
We're going to be lazy here and not work hard and produce as a country and work together as a team. You better learn Chinese, because in 30-some years, you're going to be speaking Chinese, I believe. I think Mandarin is the national language there.
This dude sounds like he's full of shit. He really didn't say anything though. He's just like, you better work or you're going to speak Chinese. What?
Here.
What's your name?
He didn't even try to counter the argument. He just called. He basically just ad hominem, just name called.
Sam's Hannah Maynard.
Go ahead.
I think it's hard to say that things are so black and white. I think, yes, there are people that are lazy, but this is such a phenomenon now that I think we should look into it. I was a former teacher, and I feel like I silently quit to pursue my passion right now, which is voiceover, but it's during that time I was a teacher, there was poor leadership, it was low pay, and the kids were great. The kids were awesome, but everyone was stressed out, and it's more about quality over quantity.
Hunter, you say she's describing the hustle culture.
I don't know what she's talking about.
And you say this is a protest against the hustle culture.
In my opinion, I believe quiet quitting is a protest for workers' rights. If I work at a job and my job description is 9 to 5 and I'm supposed to do A, B, and C, and at 5 o'clock I'd like to go home to my friends and family and focus on other parts of my life that are frankly more important than work, and my employer says, hey, we actually need you to do X, Y, Z for no extra pay, I'm going to resist that, because I don't find that work is the most important thing in my life, nor do I think it should be the most important in anybody's lives. I think down the road, you can have all the money in the world, but if 50 years from now you didn't spend that time with your friends and family or yourself, I don't feel that that's a very beneficial, it's not a very fulfilling life. And so I think our generation is tired of working to live.
Man, I completely agree. If you want me to do something, you better pay me. I'm not doing this for free. Although, man, I used to do that before I became independent. Just recently, my very last job that I quit this week, I would get called to come in early to help fuel our workboat, and I never got paid for that. I was like, hey, I need a favor. I need you to come in early. I'm like, okay, what's up? We gotta go fuel the boat before we go to work. I'm like, okay, and this we would do this like maybe once every 6 weeks, and didn't get paid extra for that, and just little tasks here and there they would add, like, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to get the gangway, help get the gangway from the ship, so the crew could get out. I'm like, okay, hey, I need you to wash this. wash the windows and this. I'm like, okay, do this, that, and like constantly add more and more work. And I'm like, you know, I understand like maybe for the Dr. Phil, he's asking, you know, what's too much extra? It's when you start taking advantage of people, because you ask them to do you a favor one time, and then that favor just becomes like part of the job description, and now you're doing all these extra things that just got little by little got added, and then now you're doing a whole lot of more work, and the pay is still the same. There's no, and you're never gonna get a promotion. And if the company wants, they'll let you go because you're replaceable, and eventually you will be replaced. Like I was replaced. I took no days off. I took no vacation, no sick days. I took every job that came my way, and at the end of the day, I got not let go because I quit, but I quit because they took away the majority of my work. Mainly because my boss was an alcoholic and a maniac, and he got drunk one night. He called me up in the middle of the night and wanted just to argue with me, and I argued back just because I let him know that basically what I'm talking about here about, hey, look, man, I'm a hard worker and all this and that, and over here you're messing around with me, and he decided to mess with me even more and took some work away from me and thought I was just gonna take it. Well, nah. Quitting nowadays, it ain't nothing, man. There's jobs everywhere. It's actually the best way to get promoted is by quitting. That's my experience. You want to get paid more? Apply somewhere else. Instant pay raise. Staying in the same job for 10, 20 years versus constantly moving from job to job, the person who moves job to job gets paid more in the long run, because once you get hired to a job, once they sucker you in for a certain wage, that's it, they got you in. Inflation, everything goes up, your wage stays the same. Versus moving from job to job to job, a new company, they know they gotta compete with the market, so they're gonna get a new employee a better raise or a better pay. All right, let me see what else to say.
I also think it's unfair to just assume that they're lazy if they're not working in the office. It's not about being lazy. I think it's about where you apply, where you work hard. For me, I did my job, I got my job done every day, and then I applied my hard work to what I did outside of work because it was what I was passionate about.
I worry about the social media. I mean, you kind of see the videos and you're getting all these views and likes about it, but you're not really having, I think, a real conversation. You're expressing this idea of quiet quitting that then is spreading across people that are thinking, well, hey, my employer is a bad person. All employers are bad people. All they care about is profit. That's not true. There's so many great employers out there.
It's not true. The fact that he's arguing against it, man, it is true. They all care about money. You tell me somebody on Wall Street doesn't care about money. That's all Wall Street is. It's what are our profit this quarter. That's all it is. It's always about maximizing profit every quarter. I mean, because that's how businesses grow. You want to make more money every year, and they don't give a damn about employees. Honestly, show me a company that does this, and I'm show you that they're a rarity. You know, if it was a thing, you could just point left, right, everywhere.
That do care about their.
And I'm just by looking at this dude. This dude's probably never worked blue collar or had a struggle for his pay.
Employees. And that's not being portrayed. And you're, I think, spreading this notion to people that's causing a lot of issues. I mean, you look at productivity right now in our country, that is fallen. We've had the
All right,
worst.
I thought I was like, his name and the other guy's name are related. He's probably, let me see, his name is, okay, so the other guy was named Brent Wisely, and he's Chase Wisely. He's a dude's son. And this dude never worked. He got daddy's money.
Decline. This is the late 1940s.
Do you have a story?
Man. Yeah, man. get your money, man. If your company's trying to screw you over, don't be a sucker. I was a sucker, time and time again. That's why my goal in life now, never to work for anybody else. I make my own money. Hopefully YouTube pays off, but if not, well, find something else. But yeah, be independent, because people will take advantage of you. And also remember this too: there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty in business. Almost no loyalty in love. It's a different time. Always watch out for number one, because nobody else is gonna watch out for you. All right.